We want to check in with ABC's political director Rick Klein, also in Washington. And Rick, another Democrat throwing their hat into the ring, former Colorado Governor John Hickenlooper, adding his name, of course, to an already crowded field of Democratic candidates. What do we know about him?
14 candidates and counting, Stephanie, so it is getting crowded fast. Here's the thing about John Hickenlooper. He's the former governor of Colorado. There are a couple of things that make him unique or close to unique in this field. One is he's a governor. He's only the second governor out of that list of 14 so far in the field. Jay Inslee from Washington State just declared on Friday. Traditionally, governors have done pretty well in Democratic primaries and Republican primaries, so that's a little surprising. The second is he is a raging moderate. He calls himself a radical moderate, as a matter of fact. And in a field with a whole lot of progressives, a whole lot of liberals, John Hickenlooper's hope is that his pitch will be, look, I can get things done. I can work with Republicans. I can work with Democrats. Not clear that's where the base is, but at least it's a different message, a different sort of message that he hopes will break through.
And Rick, so we know you're super smart, and you'll probably get this, but we're about to quiz you, okay?
Go.
So there are about 14 candidates. There are 14 candidates, as you mentioned. We're going to stump Rick Klein, try to anyway. 14 candidates have already declared on the Democratic side. Can you name them all?
Oh, man, that is tough. I'll start with the hard ones first. By the way, you blanked my screen over here, so
yes,
I can't even see
exactly.
what's up here. Very well done in the control room. Whoever did that,
right.
Thumbs up for that.
We see it, but you can't. And if this is too easy for you, Rick, you know what we'll do? Tell us in what order they declared. But we'll start with naming all 14.
You have to start with John Delaney, Andrew Yang, Marianne Williamson. Those are the ones that most people won't get. So I'll start with those three, whether that's the order or not. I'm going to go with Elizabeth Warren and Bernie Sanders, Kirsten Gillibrand, Cory Booker, Amy Klobuchar, Tulsi Gabbard.
Of course.
And of course, Inslee and Hickenlooper. I just mentioned the two of them. Man, I'm getting stuck now. Cory Booker, did I get him yet?
You did get Cory.
I have to think now geographically a little bit. I'm getting stuck in the middle here. How many are left?
One guy named Pete.
Pete Buttigieg, the mayor of South Bend, Indiana.
Yes.
How can I forget Mayor Pete? How many left now?
Let's see. I'm looking at Bernie. Did you say Bernie?
I got Bernie like 5 minutes ago.
Of course, right.
Come on, that's an easy one.
Bernie.
He was big over the weekend.
Yeah.
I think am I close enough? Where
I think you are.
Right.
You get it. Yeah, you get it. We didn't check them off the screen there, but you got most of them.
Then trust me, I got them all. We're all good.
We do trust you, and it was a big weekend for a lot of these candidates. A lot of them spending a lot of time in Alabama, and it was solemn remembrance of the march there.
Yeah, Selma, Alabama, which of course is hallowed ground for the civil rights movement. It was an intriguing event. In addition to a march, there was a breakfast celebration of Hillary Clinton. She was celebrated for her work on civil rights. She gave a blistering speech about President Trump, even calling him a racist at one point. And intriguing to see all these 2020ers there, including Bernie Sanders, a very curt little handshake. Of course, Bernie just on Friday told The View that he did not have any plans to seek out Hillary Clinton's advice, that started a little bit of a tussle with some of her staffers. So memories of 2016 are still pretty raw.
Absolutely. And Rick, I have one more question for you. I've found it really interesting that over the last couple of weeks, as all of these Democrats are declaring that they're running for president, a lot of them, especially the women, kind of holding off on giving any kudos to Hillary Clinton, who we know was the first woman to run for president. We know Amy Klobuchar, I think, mentioned it recently. But do you think there's this just awareness of kind of distancing themselves from Hillary Clinton, even though she was the first woman to run?
She was the first nominee, that's right, the first to win a nomination in either party for president. I think all of those women and many of the men as well owe their political existences to Hillary Clinton and to the Clintons. But it is a double-edged sword right now. The memories of Bill Clinton are not uniquely positive, nor are they positive about Hillary Clinton, who lost to President Trump. They are going to have to be careful with this. I think most of them are going to show a little more deference than Bernie Sanders in soliciting advice. But there's none of the candidates out of these 14 that I've rattled off so ably today, Stephanie, that would say I am the Clinton candidate. I am the Bill or the Hillary Clinton candidate. None of them want that label.
No, absolutely. They're being very careful with that. All right, ABC's political director Rick Klein in Washington. Rick, thank you so much.